Have you ever invited numerous people to attend a live event or even a webinar and then nobody showed up? In this video, we're going to talk about how you can increase the number of people that attend your webinars and live events. Hey everyone, it's Masha from Pajama Bosses right here in my Brisbane office. And I was talking to a group of some of our leaders last night, and they were sharing with me that not a lot of people have been attending events. So there was quite a lot of new people in the room and new leaders that have recently joined, and they're saying they're inviting lots of people, and they're actually inviting lots of people to webinars and live events, but not so many people are turning up. So I took them through some of the things that you can do straight away to increase the numbers of people at events. So imagine if you could have more people on your business opportunity webinar. Don't you think more people would end up in your team? That's certainly one part of it, right? So let's have a look. First of all, when you're inviting people to events, it is really important what you're speaking about. See, as network marketers, we often get carried away about our excitement and about actually what we're experiencing rather than focusing on our prospect or team member that we're actually inviting to an event. So the first thing you need to do when you're inviting somebody to an event is talk about the benefits for them at this event and how this is going to contribute or change their life. So for example, if I'm inviting a brand new prospect to a business opportunity event or webinar, maybe I could ask them something like, if I could show you a way for you to finally quit your job and work from home so you can spend more time with your children, assuming that's one of their dreams, right? Then you can invite them, would you come to a 30-minute online presentation about a business that I can help you to do that? So it's really important to speak about the benefits for them. What is this event going to do for them? That's number one. Number two, once we've actually done that, it's really important to kind of stay in touch with them and be not too much in their face, but stay in touch with them throughout the time between you have invited them and the event. And I found kind of the perfect number is 3 times. So if I'm inviting somebody to an event which is going to happen in 6 or 7 days, then I'm going to invite them today. I'm going to probably send them a reminder 2 to 3 days prior. I'm going to definitely give them a phone call, not a text message, not a Facebook message, the day before, and I'm going to call them on the day of the event. And I've certainly found that, as the internet gets busier, as lots more distraction come to us, it's really important to sometimes pick up the phone and be in people's faces and really do what we're asking sometimes our teams to do, which is pick up the phone and actually talk to people, be really personal. So 3 confirmations. And really, while you're talking to people and you're doing this 3-time, follow-up in a sense for them to really turn up at an event, remember, you're getting a commitment from somebody rather than just reminding them, hey, I'm reminding you there's an event. Hey, Masha, remember last week I invited you to this very exciting business opportunity presentation, and I was telling you that this could actually potentially help you to retire and work from home and all of that. So I'm just making sure you still have the time and date and you know how to get there. Okay, great. So am I going to see you there? Should we meet there half an hour before? You're really getting their commitment as much as possible. You're getting their buy-in. You're reminding them of the benefits and getting their buy-in on these 3 times that you're doing it. So first time, make sure you speak of the benefits. Second, make sure you invite them at least 3 times between the time you invite and the event. And the final thing is, still, even with doing that, I found 30% people only will turn up to an event. And that includes webinars. Sometimes we'll have hundreds of people have registered for a webinar, let's say 100, and only 30 will show up. 30% is about roughly right thing. Even, when we were doing plenty of home meetings, we actually had all the statistics. We usually had about 30% of people show up. So now what do we do with the remaining 70%? That is the third thing that I think you need to remember. So these 70% are not always people who absolutely don't want to come. In fact, you've already got their commitment. You've already confirmed with them they're coming. So some of them honestly got busy, distracted, forgot. So you need to follow up after the event is over and say, hey, I'm sorry I didn't see you at the event last night. Is this, are you still looking to, retire and work from home? And this way, maybe this is something potentially you could still, want to look at. So that way you're still getting the confirmation. Are you still here? Or, this is something you don't want to hear from me about. And if that's the case, we're not going to bother them anymore. But follow up after the event with people who didn't come is essential, because out of those 70%, I believe you can still get 20 to 30% to come back to a future event. And that's why it's really essential. If you guys are building a business, I always say this: if you're not doing a home meeting when you're earning less than $100,000 a year, you're not building a business. And I really believe that if you're really keen, you're going to have 2 or 3 home meetings per week, in addition to perhaps an official business opportunity presentation in your city. And that's how you can really speed up the growth of your team. So hope this has been really, really helpful. Next week, we're launching a brand new training with Pajama Bosses, so look out. I think it's going to definitely help you to get more people to events, get more people, in your team, and actually create more leads and create more sources of income in your team. So very, very important. Make sure you watch out, and I hope you've enjoyed it. So share it with your team if you have. Take care for now.